Hi, I'm just making this quick video because due to several reasons, including heavier workload and some other stuff in my private life, I was unable to finish the episodes that I was going to publish today in the Newswatch analysis of the House Committee hearing. Also, uh, listening to that has disgusted me. You know, I also have been dwelling into some other American media from several sources, trying to understand what moves these people. Okay, what ideas do they have? And frankly, what I found, I would not call it scary. It's horrifying. It's it's look. Let's not try and make Europe out as some kind of paradise. We also have our lunatics and our crazy people. Okay, we do, we do, we do. But what I found in a lot of American media was the denying of civilization itself, uh, denying freedom, for example, in arts, uh, and mixing that up with religious rhetoric, the denying of things as simple as gravity, uh, the denying of what our world is, denying of all scientific breakthroughs, going to the moon, going outside of our atmosphere, uh, sending probes, the nature of the sun, the nature of Earth, an entire group of misconceptions, confusions, and ideas, not understanding what the vaccine is, not understanding that our our modern medicine has given us so much that people during the Roman Empire, 70 to 80% of the people died before they were 50. And at age 40, they were old men, old women. And around 1% or 5%, I don't know the statistics, sorry. I don't know, around 5% of the population reached 80. Science, medicine has given us all that. And these people that are living in a world of science, deny knowledge, deny everything that has given them the world they have. They deny, they're denying everything. Okay, they are they are seeing artists and they are saying they are possessed by demons. They are denying that the earth is what it is, and we know what the earth is. Okay, when when my countryman Magellan made his little turn, he proved that the earth was round. Okay, he did not find some kind of barrier of ice. I even saw some guy. I even saw a guy, a flat earther, that said that Antarctica was a wall of ice, and that beyond that was other worlds existed. And then he mixed in Norse mythology that I know. Okay, I learned it when I was a kid. The same person that taught me German paganism also taught me that. Okay, so I know all about the pranks of Loki. Okay, I know all about the shenanigans in the banquets. Okay, I know all about that. I'm not an expert because an expert is someone that knows it by heart. I know a couple of things, and I like to read them too because I think it because I like to read for fun. Go figure. And he was confusing Norse mythology, twisting it into that, and then saying that all those worlds that existed beyond ours. When you look at Norse mythology, and you see the worlds, they are separate entities. It's like, for example, in the Christian view of the earthly world, the heavens, and hell. And they had a similar concept, just instead of having one single land, had many, and all of that was part of Vidgersil. Okay, and but I'm going off on a tangent. But I found things that I never believed I would find, like vaccines giving autism to children. Do these people realize that before, number one, we did not have treatments for the milder cases of autism? Okay, I perhaps can sometimes qualify myself inside the spectrum of autism because sometimes I uh, get in, into my own world, especially when I'm working, and I black out everything around me. When I'm producing my art, that also happens to me. Okay, because I'm not just doing this. Okay, I'm doing other things too, because I'm hyperactive. Okay, so my mind is like sometimes it can be very annoying, and I have to keep it busy so that I can keep myself calm and uh, let's call it not annoying. Okay, I'm one of those crazy people that wakes up in the morning and it's like a button clicking in. But I have spoken about that. But they were confusing everything in their world, and the worst of it is that other people that have the same issues as they are discussing these ideas like one would discuss a scientific theory, and then they were trying to outprove themselves or out fact themselves, and they have look these people are completely deranged. They are completely deranged. Look, all of us in the world, we should not be surprised that they elected Trump. We should not be surprised about that because from what look, and let me be absolutely clear. I am not saying all Americans are like that. God's sakes, no. I'm not saying, just like I would not say that every American Christian is a right wing nutter. I would never say that because generalizing is never scientifically correct. You cannot generalize a situation. Each person is different. Each person reacts differently. But I see these people with voice and influence, and you cannot allow this. It's simple as this. And you will tell me, I have free speech. I have the freedom to do this, to annoy other people, to this and to do that. Is that free speech? When does free speech become blocking other people's free speech? You don't have those breaks in your constitution. I have the right to say my piece. I don't have the right to insult other people. I have given this example in another stream, but or video. For example, I can say I don't like blue people. This is a very simple example and that anyone can understand. I can say this: I don't like blue people. I don't like uh, to socialize with them. I don't like them. I can say this. What I cannot say is I hate blue people. I want blue people to die. I want blue people to be dragged out of my country. I don't want blue people to have access to nationality in my country. I think they are all sinners. This is not free speech because you have your free speech. But the blue people, and you can say, oh, the blue people can tell me the same. No. Then it's hate speech on both sides. This is why the ones that are reacting against Trump, some of them are very, very misguided because they are falling into the same behavior as the others. And as I said, this is horrifying, okay? This is really horrifying. I I would not want to be in the shoes of the European politicians that are dealing with a madman in the East, because I, as an European, and going against my own family bias, I have no ill will for the Russian people. I don't want them to be hungry, to be cold, to be dead. I don't wish that on them. Even if some of them, at least in the news, I have seen that, wish that upon me. I don't wish that upon them. But we are stuck between a USA that has turned into the court of some kind of modern Nero and a madman in the East, a madman that has killed more than 1 million Russian soldiers in a futile war, in an illegal war. Well, all wars are illegal. Around 5 million or 4 million Russians have fled the country. Countless Russians are dying inside the country. They are murdering civilians in Ukraine. They are murdering Ukrainian soldiers that are defending their fatherland. They are defending themselves. People forget this, but they are defending themselves. They are defending their homes. These people, they have nowhere to run. They have to defend their homes. In my opinion, and even if this hurts me a lot, but I will tell you out of the start, if there is need for cannon fodder for the war. I rather go than send than my nephews that are, well, I told you this before. I raised them as my sons. I would rather go into the war and die. Dying for Ukraine would be a noble achievement, a noble purpose, because they deserve it. What did these people do wrong? They were in their corner. They wanted their country to be free. They wanted to do whatever they want. They wanted to enter in NATO. They wanted to enter in the EU. Even Russia was trying to get in the EU. People forget this. People really forget this, that Russia wanted to associate itself with the EU. And for a while, European politicians were more than willing to do that. They just said, Russia, well, but tone down your corruption, okay, give some democracy to your people, let them speak, let them be free, stop killing gay people, stop oppressing people that are against you. Do that. Do that and we will talk. And Germany and Italy and France, they invested massively in Russia, only for Putin to now nationalize everything and try to enter with this narrative that I saw. Look, I saw ipsis verbis. Sorry, this is a Latin expression. It means equal. Okay, equal as said in somewhere else. I see Trump. I see many American politicians, and all through this social media, I see them repeating the same propaganda that I see Russians say. It's exactly the same. They don't understand. They distort what the Minsk deals were, Minsk agreements. Sorry, they forget that Ukraine voluntarily to give all insurance to Russia. Ukraine voluntarily forfeited its nuclear weapons so that Russia would know that Ukraine would never attack them. Who would attack Russia? Question is this: right now, I'm not that sure. Honestly, right now I'm not that sure. And with the shit show they are doing in Poland, I really don't know. But who who would do that, and why? What would be the purpose? If you're trading with someone, if you're buying their resources, if you're installing your industries and your manufacturers in their country, if you are giving them money, if you are allowing Russian money to be invested in the West, why would you attack an ally? It makes no sense. Any common sense person, any common sense person would understand this and would not fall for this propaganda. This is all propaganda. Nothing more than that. Why? I am very tempted to end this. I'm going to end this. Going to. I don't know if I will publish them in the weekend, okay? But I'm going to make the videos, listening to this, give my opinion, trying to be as calm as possible because ignorance annoys me. Ignorance makes me go mad. And I have heard some, because you have to remember this. In order to do this work, for example, when I show you a video, before that I watch the video. I watch it, I analyze it, I take notes if I need to, but usually not. I take notes inside of my head. Okay, I memorize what I need to memorize, and then run the video, record the video, and if I think the video is not is I'm maybe I am too over emotional, or I was wrong, or I should have approached my analysis in another form, I do not publish those videos. I store them in order to analyze them and see where I was not being correct. And then I record them. The only videos that I record just put them on without watching them first are videos like this one, for example. Okay, or when I'm watching something small, like for example a video, something that does not imply that I need to do some fact checking and to do some search of concepts and people. And let me tell you, I went and saw who those people in the House Committee hearing are. And there are monsters in that room. I will not say who it is. I will invite you to do yourselves that. But again, I'm going to end this video. This video is just to tell you that I am going to complete it in the Newswatch playlist. Okay, I'm going to this weekend. Tomorrow I have a trip to do around 200 kilometers. Okay, it's still a bit strenuous in this heat, but I need to do it. It's family related, and but I am going to tomorrow with all calm try to get as much done as possible and publish the Newswatch episodes. And then I will return to my usual publication because I have to do something else than watching what is happening in the USA because it's maddening. It's maddening. It's absolutely maddening that it's a place I don't recognize. And I understand that for some Americans, things might seem like they are as they were, but they are not. I'm well. Let's just end this. Thank you all for listening to me. I'm going to record this and publish it immediately. I thank you all for subscribing to my channel, for watching my videos. I want to continue to bring you contents. I want to give you different contents too. I have some ideas that I'm going to bring in, and I especially want you to continue to, if you can, to please listen to my videos. Make your own opinions, please, and fact check everything because sometimes all you need is someone or to watch someone or to watch something to pique your curiosity and to send you to the right world, to the right path. And I'm not saying the path is the path of what I'm saying or whatever. It's your path, yours, and everyone has to learn to think for themselves. But to be logic, to be factual, okay? How can I go back to this again? How can you question the nature of the world itself when it's proven? You cannot say you don't believe in gravity and you don't believe in what the explanation of gravity is without understanding it. And you cannot call understanding it as indoctrination. I will give you an example. Look, I detest mathematics. pure mathematics. I detest it. I hate it. But when that is applied to mathematics, to physics that I love, to chemistry, to the nature of the world itself, to biology, I understand that mathematics and I like it. But I don't deny the need for pure mathematics, for its existence, for the aid, the un- unreplaceable aid it gives us to understand the world. And you also have to understand that the existence of things like the theory of evolution by Darwin, of the world evolving in a certain way, that it denies your personal beliefs in a deity, whatever religion you have. It does not deny nothing of that. Okay? You are trying to base your literal life in things that were written to bring morals and ethics to people that did not have running water, that most of them did not know how to write, how to read. And if you think, oh, they were more pure, they were not more, no, they were not more pure. They were more stupid. They had terrible diseases. We also have diseases, but at least we have some science to help us cope with it, even survive it. Look, sorry, off in a tangent again. Thank you all for watching my video. Thank you for bearing with me and listening to me. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Okay?